I love Alia as an actor, but my film Virgin Bhanupriya was rated more higher on IMDb, and user reviews also better than Sadak 2. Or like, Khali Pili, which just came out.
Yes, Ananya's.
Yeah, Virgin Bhanupriya was a lot better than that. But I want to say a lot has to do with the kind of media also kind of, put the star kids up in that level or elevate them. They kind of always appreciate their fashion sense. They kind of always appreciate their acting performances. They never find anything negative about star kids. They kind of just compliment them again and again and again and again and again.
This is Manjusha Radhakrishnan from Gulf News Tabloid, and I'm here with the gorgeous Bollywood actress Urvashi Rotela. She is at the Versace Dubai to launch their designer collection in jewelry. Perhaps she can tell us more about it. So we talk about Bollywood today, surviving in the post-COVID era, and lots more. Thank you so much for having us here. During post-COVID times, it's difficult. We are here, we are so far away now, but
I know, still.
Perhaps you can tell me, like, what brings you to Dubai?
First of all, it's a very good feeling, obviously, for me also to be here. It's been like over 6-7 months that I didn't travel abroad. Obviously, no one did.
Right, of course. Urvashi, it's been such an uncertain time for all actors in general, don't you think? I mean, with the post-COVID, no movies releasing. Now the theatres in India are open, which is a great thing. Finally, there's some movement. But as an actor, how have you survived this, and what kind of fears do you have?
For me, it is not just about acting. The things which I do are so much more different. Like, I'm a humanitarian, I have my own foundation. There are so many brands which I endorse. I have been a supermodel. So the avenues are kind of like 360-degree open. I'm not just like an actor, or like I sing as well. I do so many performances. So I would say for me, the avenues were a lot.
Oh, fantastic. Urvashi, I know you are like a breath of fresh air actually in Bollywood, which is now the most tainted industry, I feel. Drug-fueled, people talk about it, and there's so much of surround noise. How do you as an outsider process all that noise that's around you?
See, right now I feel that yes, there was kind of all this negativity and all, and that's why also there is a renovation also happening in my house. So my parents only they sent me that you need that break, you just go from India. But yes, Mumbai I will always love. Mumbai has given me my name, my identity. It's always gonna be I worship Mumbai Devi. Mumbai has given me everything. I can never ever talk anything. I can't even think of talking anything against Bollywood or Mumbai. For me, it holds a deep regard and deep respect in my heart. So whatever is happening, I think it's quite unfortunate because it was all about I don't know, because I think I'd rather want politicians to talk about our Indian economy, which has fallen down terribly. Why are they talking about Bollywood? The work of politicians is to think about how we can grow as a country, how can we grow as a nation, how can we think about the economy, about the people's needs. It's their job is not to get into Bollywood. It's a very creative space. So why the entire news channels, everything, again, I'm not saying anything wrong against news, but I am somehow not comfortable with watching always Bollywood news or something, thrashing this or that and exposing them. I think Bollywood now has become a very soft target, and there are very important topics definitely which can be talked about in our Indian news channels, which they are kind of not talking about, and that's not okay with me, because I think we should also be concerned about a lot more important topics. We should not be concerned about the small petty topics like what do I say, like drugs or something. Why aren't they catching the drug peddlers? That's what I want to say.
Okay, so you think the bigger issue is not the stars?
No, I never said that. I am completely against of stars having it. But I say that if they're covering that, they should also cover the other important aspects.
Urvashi, I know you are an outsider, and there's this whole debate about outsiders being mistreated in Bollywood. There's a camp. Have you been facing the brunt of, say, cliques, and how difficult was it to get into Bollywood and be taken seriously?
Okay, so I think initially for be it anyone, you will not be taken seriously.
We should
yes.
put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, exactly. You will not be taken seriously. No matter how hard any debutante want to work, I can write them in paper. You will not be taken seriously by unless it takes like a lot of films. You just can't prove yourself in just like one film. You will have to do at least minimum 10-15 films if your performance is good and if your work ethic is superb, extreme professionalism, then you will earn it by with time you will get it.
Are you following the Sushant Singh Rajput case that has caught the public imagination and fantasy of so many? There's so much of public anger as well about actors taking extreme steps.
I think I kind of do relate with him in a way, like he was an outsider, he did his engineering and everything. I was following it to a point, but when I started shooting, obviously I couldn't get hold of what was happening exactly, and then I'm also like, should I trust this news or should I not trust this news, because there's also a lot of made up fabricated news as well. And then there came a point where I was so I stopped reading news channels. There was a time, and there was also a time when I was non-stop watching news, non-stop watching what is happening, and but then it went on for really a couple of like 3, 4, 5 months.
Yes, since June.
Yes, since June. That's what it's been happening, and then new people coming up, and sometimes the maid coming up, conspiracy, this and that, everyone getting targeted, and then I was like, it's better like till when? I mean, whenever the result has to come.
Right. AIIMS has now said in the forensic report that it was death by suicide, according to their findings. Yeah,
that's what
so
they
that is the latest.
Yeah, that's what they say.
But in your case, are you worried as well? Like, do you guys get, when you read such negative news as well, does did your parents come up to you and say that even if things don't work out, it's okay, we are there? There's a lot of mental health issues that you should worry about.
Right now, I'll tell you very honestly, the dynamics of Bollywood have completely changed because of 2020, because of COVID. I mean, I'm not comparing. I love Alia as an actor, but my film Virgin Bhanupriya was rated more higher on IMDb, and user reviews also better than Sadak 2. Or like, Khali Pili, which just came out.
Yes, Ananya's.
Yeah, Virgin Bhanupriya was a lot better than that. But I want to say a lot has to do with the kind of media also kind of, put the star kids up in that level or elevate them. They kind of always appreciate their fashion sense. They kind of always appreciate their acting performances. They never find anything negative about star kids. They kind of just compliment them again and again and again and again and again. And no matter, even if an outsider has done even much better than them, they will be targeted for even a small petty thing whichever goes wrong, or even if whenever there is nothing wrong, still they will be treated as like an object, so that they can get they can talk bad about the outsiders, so that there is a lot of TRP and all. So you will never ever see like a bad news about a star kid. So I think a lot has to do with the media as well.
Okay, how we perceive star kids versus outsiders.
Initially there were so many false allegations for me that I'm calling up Hrithik at 4 a.m, 2 a.m. And
why are you calling me? For
yeah,
what?
exactly.
I'm sorry, I skipped that news.
So I'll tell you, because of Sushant, I'm just coming up with all these news articles. And then, obviously I was naive and I was like, why the hell? I mean, I love Hrithik Roshan. But I don't want
to Kabil, you had worked with him. I remember the song.
I love Hrithik Roshan, but that's my respect for him. That doesn't mean that I have a love angle with him or I want to get married to him. It is not like that kind of love.
Okay, so these gossip pieces and all that hurt you at some point.
Yes, of course, because
you're sensitive to that.
Yes, exactly. And my PR team at that time advised me not to speak about it.
Okay. So the allegation was that you called up Hrithik Roshan
at 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. And why will I call? And the thing is that I wake up every morning 6 a.m. and I go to bed by 11 p.m.
Okay.
Where do I have time to call someone at like 3, 4 a.m.?
So you didn't put out a statement then, is it?
No, I didn't, because I was advised by my PR team, do not, there's no point saying something like this. But then obviously there will be a lot of people or members of media or members of industry that they will think that I actually called up, which is not true.
Okay, fair enough.
So sometimes that can be, that can affect your mental state. I think that also might have happened with Sushant. And yeah, I firmly believe that kind of article will never ever come for any star kid. it will always be written
Because
for,
they will call you out.
yeah, exactly.
They will call you out.
So I think
Because
the
they're
media is also a problem.
I like to
Exactly.
post on Gandhi Jayanti about safety of women, and you were like, how strong you stood up for the women.
Exactly.
Now there's a lot of like violence against women in India. We are talking about it. What is your take on being a woman in India?
I would just want to say one thing, small thing, because there's already so much we
Yeah.
talked about it. I would just want to say that people who are saying कि बोलते हैं कि अपनी लड़कियों को 7 बजे के बाहर मत निकालो, right? क्यों? और I mean, and they say ना that बेटी पढ़ाओ बेटी, they always say बेटी पढ़ाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ. पर जब बेटी के साथ ही ऐसा हो जाएगा, पहले बचनी तो चाहिए बेटी. तो I would say बेटी बचाओ and then बेटी पढ़ाओ.
Very true enough, yeah.
That's what I believe in. And also they say कि लड़कियों को 7 बजे के बाहर नहीं निकलना चाहिए, ये वो so. But my main point is that why don't they don't tell their sons
Teach your son not to rape.
exactly. Why don't they teach their son to educate themselves, or just like just tell them what is right or what is not. I think as a parents they can do that.
Of course.
Why do they have to always tell the girl कि 7 बजे के बाहर मत निकलो, ये मत करो?
The onus is not on the girl to not step out. It should be on the boys
Exactly.
not
And
to
I
do hurtful
believe in
things.
empowered women. I think a woman who is very strong, independent, completely is a very attractive woman. And I think I like those kind of women which kind of intimidate some men. I think
That's amazing.
I think,
That's
yeah.
good to hear.
And it's very important for a female to be financially independent and independent with her own thoughts. I'm not saying like in other way, in a bad way, but in a good way. You should always be, I would say, like self-sufficient.
Fair
Do
enough.
not rely on man.
Yeah, self-reliant.
Exactly.
Okay, man can. Oh, that's nice.
I love that. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for talking to us. We covered quite a lot of breadth.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm so happy you're in Dubai. Please keep coming back.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thanks
so
a lot.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers.